For God's sake, there's a hell of a lot of people making a lot of money in the markets. In fact, never have so many people made so much in such a short space of time. Yes, it's the weekly stock market update. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, well, the Nasdaq's up 42% so far this year. The last time it had a start that good was in 1983, before most of you were born. Therefore, there's a lot of people making a lot of money, and I'm going to show you exactly what I've got in my pension and why the pension is up, I think, approaching about 100% this year. Ridiculous. S&P 500 is up 17%. Of course, my poor cousins who only invest in UK stocks are up a mere 9.5%. I had one cousin who I told her Microsoft back in January, and she said, no, hold off. Oh, well, what can you say? FTSE 100 falls flat as US misses global stock rally. Now, this is why 20 years ago in the Financial Times, in my first column, I wrote, I'm buying US stocks and selling all my UK ones. How's that worked out for me over the last 23 odd years? Microsoft, all of this looks expensive on a price earnings ratio. Each one of these is a price to earnings ratio. No, it's a share price compared to profitability, other than energy and banks, and we'll come to those in a second. By the way, if you look at Matana portfolio, it's not an African term. It is the stocks: Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, Alphabet, Nvidia, and Amazon. And you can look at my Telegram channel to see when I picked those back in January, or on my YouTube channel. It's 76.8% up this year. You can sort of see why a pension would be getting 100% return this year, and we're only at the January point. That's performance over the past week. Everything's risen pretty much, which means it's been a good week. And price earnings growth ratio, share price relative to earnings growth. Red is overvalued. Again, everything looks overvalued. So, well, this isn't a market where you're looking for valuation. It's a market where you're looking for profitability in the few companies that have it and will continue getting it, and growth and momentum. And they're not all tech. That's Costco, which I own. Okay. And not one that I got into in January. It's one that I got into more recently, but it is one I had in 2021. It's as if all the ones in 2021 are great to own again. It's gone like that again. And you can see what the banks think. They all love it. That monthly MACD is flat, starting to rise. That's got a long way to go up. It's only going to hit its all-time high this year. Okay, that's Costco. And I may well look at double leverage on that. Sorry, the reason I'm looking around is I've got to make a note of that. S&P 500, the MACD is again flat to rising. Let me draw that for you because I'm really rubbish at drawing. There you go. So that's the monthly momentum indicator. That's going to go in that direction. These will not be allowed to fall because the monthly momentum is more powerful than them. So the stochastics, which are other measures of momentum and tend to be a bit more sensitive to momentum, both the monthly and the weekly, won't fall far. In other words, any falls you might see in this will be short-lived, and it will continue in that direction. All right. And what's the reason for all of this? Well, according to Goldman Sachs, and for once they're right, it is AI. Now, for those conspiracy theorists, no, Goldman Sachs are lying. That's just purely for the conspiracy theorists. Okay, AI innovation is forecast to boost US stocks. All right. FTSE 100 liable to fall. And I've been saying that for months now, and it's that momentum which gives you the reason why. And that's my secret tool, the monthly MACD. Until somebody steals my work and copies this, they will start saying that as well. But that's the reason why. Okay, Apple, as you can see, a long way to go to the upside. So I'm pretty pleased with it. And any falls, I will not be panicked by. Neither will any of those investment banks, of course. This is what the analysts think. That's where the current price is. That's what the average analyst thinks it will reach. That's what the highest point the analyst thinks. And if the average analyst is correct, that's the return potential. All right. Now, Alphabet only had a tiny dip before it's gone back up again. So it's got all this journey to make, which means it's going to shoot for the moon. I don't want to sound like some kind of TikTok meme artist, but that's actually the direction it's going to go in. And any falls in the interim don't worry me. Now, you might say, well, are you only going to talk about these big names everyone's heard of? Can't we make money from companies nobody's ever heard of? You can, be my guest. It's another TikTok channel you're looking for, or OnlyFans you're looking for, maybe. Over there, and I still like this. And alongside Costco will increase the leverage position I have in it. I'll do a separate video on leverage. actually. I've discussed it before on my Telegram channel. Have a look at alpeshpatel.com/links. But you can see, come on. I have the world's worst mouse for some reason. But there you go. That one on leverage, I will discuss again. It's on my Telegram channel, but I will do it again on video on YouTube and TikTok as well, and probably Threads as well. Okay, so that's where we are on all of these. Amazon, it's the direction we're going in, and that'll continue. This looks very positive. Yeah, it's all looking good. I like it a lot. That, look, just to prove I'm not superhuman, that is flat on the tarmac, but I'm still holding on to it because I think there's a lot of upside potential with Disney. They need to start saying AI a lot more, basically. That's what they need to do. So there's your Disney ones. But then you've got Nvidia. If you're risk loving, you hold on to it. If you're risk averse, you cash out. But you can see it's continuing even higher. And you could just sit on the sidelines and say, puh, huh, puh, which is what most people on sidelines would do. But as you know, we got into this in January. You know that because you can look at my Telegram channel. Go back to January and you'll see my picks from January. Actually, you can see them. It's all very transparent. You see it all the time. And that's alpeshpatel.com/links if you want to know where the Telegram channel is. Tesla. And by the way, all my clients on the Great Investments Program are super happy this year. And that's really the market. So the market's up 40%. They should be up between 40 to 100% this year. Okay, so Tesla, all looking positive and good. That's Tesla. Meta, similar story. And I continue using a shorter term leverage position on it and the longer term buy on it as well from January. Okay, so that's Meta and Chipotle. It's a bit slowed down a bit, but it should resume back upwards. ServiceNow continue loving lots. I probably need to buy a bit more. I need to sort out some more transactions. Okay, so don't forget our campaignfor1million.com and alpeshpatel.com/links, where you can get a heck of a lot more from me. And if you're not part of my Great Investments Program, you might want to consider it. For the sake of your pension, you might want to learn how to do this investing malarkey right, especially if you're a business owner or a time poor, cash rich professional. Thank you very much.